Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is OmniBadu and I am back with another one. Yay! Keep in mind that these are general collective readings and I don't read for any one specific sign on this channel. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, be honest with yourself. Plug yourself into the reading where you deserve to be. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, hit the reverse on it. Do whatever you have to do, but don't force it. Only take what resonates with you, your life, your story, and leave the rest behind. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, and subscribe if you likes my vibe. Welcome, hey, if you're new, and welcome back if you have been here before. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so, hey, first of all, I feel like somebody is doing black magic or sending negative juju towards the collective, I guess, or whatever, towards someone in the collective. So hopefully that, I feel like that's gonna come out today. Hopefully it does. It could be an older woman. I mean, just saying, with official person and mature woman, it could be like someone like a matriarch in the family. If you have an older woman who's your boss, you may feel like this person has it out for you at work, and they definitely do. Yeah, they could be talking bad about you to the other higher ups or to someone that they report to. They could be complaining about the way that you're dressing at work, I'm feeling like, and this is not to say that you're dressing inappropriately. It could just literally be bothering this person and disturbing their peace. You could put yourself together really well, maybe accessorize, or you're just super cute, or, who knows? You could be very petite, or you could be super curvy and have like a really tight stomach. Like you could just be snatched or something, and somebody at your job is really mad about it. But this is somebody who's supposed to be in like a leadership position. Weird energy. Now with child coming out, like I said, this could also be the matriarch of someone's family. This could be your mom or like your aunt with concerns. Some of you guys kind of feel this. You may feel like somebody has it out for you, whether it be at work or in your family. You could even like be a part of a friend group and you could be really young. Like you could be in your mid to late 20s, but everybody else is in their like late 30s, early 40s, or you could be in your like early to mid 30s, and these people could be in their like late 40s, early 50s. And maybe you hang out with them sometimes. This could even be like your mom's friend group, and maybe your mom like invites you to lunch sometimes or invites you to come hang out with the girls, and you could be getting like some weird energy when you pull up. But maybe not from everybody, just from maybe one person or one or two people. And it's like, what's the deal? Like with your friends, and your mom could be like, oh, you're tripping. But this could really have you bothered. They may even like plant negative seeds in your mom's head or say things like, just concerning things. Maybe they're really judgmental about the way that you're being raised, or, who knows, right? You could even be an adult and your mom may like help you with bills, your mom and dad, or something like that, right? Maybe pay your car note or something, right? Or be letting you stay with them while you get yourself together so that you can afford to buy your own home or something. And they could be like almost trying to poison that situation. Yeah, we have thief at the bottom. So just be careful, because if this is somebody from work, then this is somebody who may be trying to get you fired or something like that. So be careful, because this could end up affecting you financially. But I also feel like there is still that energy of a financial blessing coming. I didn't even tell y'all, a couple of weeks ago, it was on the 19th of September. I remember because of how wild it was. I was sitting out on the back porch, but it started feeling like muggy and a little hot. So I was like, let me go inside. I'm sweating and shit. I'm like, no, this isn't working for me. So I get up and I go inside, and I'm like sitting on the couch watching TV. and I feel like a nudge to go back outside. So I'm like, oh, let me go back out real quick. It wasn't too bad or whatever. So I'm like, but I don't know. I just felt like I needed to go back out. But I also knew that like I was hot or whatever. So anyway, as soon as I step out on the porch, there's nothing behind my house but like woods and stuff like that. It's a road kind of off to the side, but directly behind where my balcony is, and I'm on the 3rd floor, there's nothing. So I step out, there's nothing to see. So I'm looking up in the sky, and like as I'm sitting down, a green comet just blows across the sky. It was the craziest shit I ever seen. And I like looked it up, and I guess there's some sort of green comet that's in orbit or some shit. And I saw some articles from this year, but I saw some from a couple years ago, so I didn't know what was going on or whatever. But I was like, what? And I see shooting stars actually often, and I don't know if that's like just where I'm positioned or a Texas thing or what, but I knew this was not a shooting star because they're smaller, and they usually have a skinny white little trail, and they're just like there in the blink of an eye. It's like just a few seconds and then they're gone. Which this wasn't there for no 5 minutes or nothing like that. It wasn't even a minute. It was still quick, but it was like it was big. It was bigger than a shooting star, probably like just way bigger, but not like huge to where it just took up the whole sky, right? It just looked like a green ball of fire blowing across the sky. It was crazy. And it had more like a maybe a smoky or a dust type trail. And with the shooting stars, it's just like a line, right? So again, I knew like that wasn't a shooting star. But anyway, when it went across the sky, I felt like a financial blessing was coming. And I know that's kind of been coming out, but I don't know, you guys. Like that's how I feel. So regardless, it could be through work. It doesn't matter. Or it could be something like that you win. We'll see what comes out. But because I got like some downloads about somebody winning some sort of money. So we'll see. Change, thief, and community. Yes, somebody is trying to change your life in like a negative way, and it's really creepy and it's really weird. Somebody, whoever this is with adjudication, like I swear it's giving somebody being judgy as hell. Like they're judgy about the way that your parents treat you, or this is somebody who's just extremely overly judgmental at work. But I'm telling you, like it's stemming from jealousy and like envy and stuff like that. Some of you guys could be going into a custody battle. You may not even see this coming. Like some of y'all already know that this person may have said something to you, or you got some sort of court paper delivered or whatever, you got served, something like that. So you may already know. But others of you, it's gonna feel like you've been blindsided. This may be even like an absentee parent, somebody who is the child's father. It could even be the child's mother, depending on, your circumstance or whatever. But whoever this official person is, I feel like they've been absent. They may call every blue moon or show up every blue moon, or they may not have been around at all over the last few years. Maybe over the last year, they've tried to become more present. But, you may have already lost trust in this person and in this situation to where you're like, no, I'm not about to let my kids go over to your house. No, I'm not about, right? Because you could feel like you're not about to keep playing with my kids. You're not about to keep playing in my kid's face, right? Or my child, whomever. 1, 2, 10, it don't matter, right? You may have got fed up with the bullshit, the games, the breadcrumbing, right? Because at that point, you start to realize that it's not about the kids. It's about you and how they can disturb your peace, or how they can find, some way to interact with you, or, they want to hear your voice, or, right? Because it's never just let me put the baby on the phone or let me FaceTime with the baby. It's always get a phone back to your mama. Let me holler at your mama real quick, right? It's never just about the kid. So you could be getting some sort of shocking message about this person either trying to change their child support amount, filing for some sort of full custody or joint custody where it's literally like a 50-50 split. But whatever it is, I feel like it's something that's coming out of nowhere. It could even be that this person was like irresponsible and immature in the past, but they've actually gone out and gotten some sort of job now, and they're really trying to change their life around. But that doesn't mean that they're ready to be a parent, right? And I'm not saying that they're not or that they are. I'm just saying I understand where you coming from if you feel like you don't know still, right? And so I feel like with concern, it's like, yes, I see you have a job, yeah. Yes, you are their actual father or mother or whatever. But with mature woman sitting where it's sitting, it's giving me like but they still not on your level. They've done some work, they've changed some things, but mature, no, not so much. Life altering, life changing, no, not so much, right? So you could even be concerned for your child, right? Like, the baby is now going to have to go over there, every other week or, every weekend or whatever, right? And it's like, again, is this person ready for this? People will fight for the child or the children just to get under the other parent's skin, not realizing you're the one who's going to have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday because that's what the fuck kids do. You're the one who's going to have to come up with 5 meals a day because they lied when they said they only eat 3, right? Like, the other parent doesn't realize the work that comes with getting that child 50% of the time or even 100% of the time, right? It's like, let me get under this person's skin, let me piss them off, let me disturb their peace, let me fuck their life up, but you're also disturbing your own peace. You're also putting yourself in a position that you don't really want to be in. We don't know if you're even going to be being nice and treating those kids the way they deserve to be treated, and so there's concern, right? Because with the job and everything, this person may actually get what they want or something like that. Now, on the flip side, some of you guys could be getting ready to go for some sort of child support. Maybe you tried to do it the cool way. Let's not involve the courts. There's no need. But this person, maybe they keep jobs and they keep money coming in, but they may not consistently give to you and, do what they're supposed to do with their responsibilities as a parent or whatever. And so you could be concerned, not really sure how this person is going to take this or how they're going to react, because you could be getting ready to actually file with the courts for some sort of official documents, putting them on child support. You may know that this person has a tendency to flip out or something like that, or victimize themselves, or maybe lash out, right? Like, you're like, I don't know, like, you just don't know, right? So, yeah, there could be concern for that reason, too. Yeah, this is wild. Oh no. We ain't taking all of these. That was wild. That was wild and crazy. Okay, so I guess that's what's going on when it comes to y'all finances and court and all that types of shit. Okay, so we have bad health. What is that about? Pathway. Great fortune. Lovers. I mean, it really, to me, it kind of feel like maybe some of you guys are getting ready. You guys have maybe gone through some sort of a breakup, or some of y'all could be like sad because the relationship is ending, but the relationship ending is a part of, your mission. It's a part of where you're supposed to be going. You were supposed to go in it, go through it, get out of it. And so, yeah, the bad health could be like mental, right? Not to say you're going crazy or that you are crazy, but that's just the way that I'm feeling it. That's the way I feel like it's coming out. Like, maybe this is a lot for you, right? Going through this breakup, it could be on your mind a lot, very heavily. Maybe you're trying to process what the hell happened or what the hell is going on, or maybe it's the other person, who knows. But either way, this is kind of going along with what I was saying earlier with the great fortune and me feeling like, let me see something. Okay, so we'll talk about this in a minute, because there's something going on with somebody. I don't know if it's you or the other person, but there could be, you could feel like it's a breakup, but it's really like a break, but it's like a divinely orchestrated break, right? Does that make sense? or the other person is feeling like you're really done with them and this is really a break for the both of y'all, and it's not really the breakup that they're like being overly dramatic, or they could be thinking about you like crazy or something. So we'll get into that in a minute, but I had a little message for y'all, right? Okay, so with the Great Fortune, before I sat down to do the reading, I was getting like that some of you guys are going to get raises, promotions, inheritance, whatever, right? But somebody, it could only be one person, but I don't know if it's a $5 scratcher or if it's like a $5, I think Mega Millions, I think is $5. But I feel like somebody's going to win a lot of money, but you're only going to spend $5. And I don't know if it's $5 at once. I don't know if it's like you get, whatever. I don't know. I don't want to say, but I feel like you're spending $5, but you're winning something like $50,000, right? You could even be at the casino, playing slots or something, and then you end up winning like something in like the $50,000 range or something like that. So make sure you claim that. If you feeling lucky, if you feeling a nudge, go buy yourself a little $5 lottery ticket or whatever, right? Okay. So yeah, because somebody is getting blessed financially, and this is going to be like life-changing, life-altering, and I don't feel like it's like no $500 million or no crazy ass shit like that. I don't even feel like it would be $1 million, but $50,000 for a lot of people is life-changing. It could get you out of debt. You could go buy you a little cash car, if you need one, or you never know what you can do with that money, right? So you could pay up your mortgage for a while, a year, or whatever, right? Like you could do some cool shit with that money. So yeah, definitely life-altering. Okay, so with the bad health, the bad mental place, I actually kind of feel like with the cards that were underneath Lovers, because Lovers was on the bottom of the deck, and I'm like, who's in this mind frame, right? So underneath Lovers, we have wealthy man, and we have imprisonment, high honor, family room, toil and labor. So it's like, as this person, they're thinking about you often. They may be thinking about you too much to the point where it's becoming unhealthy, only because I feel like it's becoming a distraction to this person. Like they're not able to focus on work or, focus on whatever they're supposed to be doing. Maybe this person takes days where they work from home, but instead of working, this person may be sitting around fantasizing or, sitting around kind of in their feelings or reminiscing over you and the times y'all used to do this, or maybe you've been to their house and they thinking about when you were sitting over in the chair watching them work, whatever, right? So yeah, it's becoming a distraction, the way that this person is thinking about you. And I feel like it's because they feel like they should have or could have treated you better. And maybe the situation would not have gone the direction that it did. Or they're feeling like maybe you were looking for a title. You were like, look, we've been doing what we've been doing. It's been cool. It's been nice. It's been grand. It's been cute up in here. But I need to know what direction we're going in, like, what are we doing? Are we gonna, because sometimes it gets to that point. It's like, okay, we agreed that we were just gonna be doing what we were doing in the beginning, but we're coming into 2 years of doing the same shit, or we're coming into 3 years, or however long we coming into a year and a half, 9 months. Everybody got their limits and their breaking points, and it come to a point where it's like, okay, what are we doing? It's okay if we're not doing anything other than what we're doing, but I got to get up out of here because this is not going to be the rest of my life, right? So go ahead and let me know. And so it could have got to that point where it was like, okay, are we going to be together? Because you don't want me talking to no other guys, and you want to know if I'm wearing what I have on out of the house because it's concerning. You don't want nobody else looking over here. So what's up? Right? And this person could have been like, what? I don't mind what you wear out of the house. I don't be questioning you. You right? Not giving the right answers. They beating around the bush. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You might have been like, all right, then, well, I guess there's nothing else for us to do here. And boom, you got up out of there. And now this person is like stuck mentally on the situation. Look, look at this shit. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm still up here looking. Unexpected income, you see. 26, 27, it's giving steps, okay? It's giving going in the right direction. I like it. So yeah, definitely claim whatever this financial abundance, this great fortune, these, whatever it is. Oh, shit, I almost said millions. Go ahead and claim the millions, okay? It almost came, I almost said it, but I stopped myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Shoot, somebody might be getting ready to get some big bank. You see courtship with imprisonment at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, either this person is really in their head trying to figure out how to get their foot back in the door, because you might have been like, watch your foot, hey now, I'm gonna smash your toes. You better slide it back. I'm closing the door regardless, right? You shutting the book, the chapter's over, watch your fingers, or you gonna come back with a nub, right? Like, what's up, right? So they could really be like, feeling like, you know, how do I get back in? Because you might have made it very clear that you're done. You're not going to continue staying in this situation the way that it's going, because there is no end, right? We could be doing it for the rest of our lives with no title, no type of, no what? No, we're not doing that. We could sit up and talk on the phone forever. I don't need a pen pal, right? Like, what? This isn't prison. You need more. And so they're trying to, I feel like they want to start this courtship over, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't feel like this person is ready for the next step. I think they're just not ready to see you moving on. They're not ready to see you dealing with somebody else, is kind of what it's feeling like to me. And I really feel like it has a lot to do, like them not being ready for you to be done, them not ready to be done. I feel like it has a lot to do with the imprisonment, right? It has a lot to do with, I guess I'll say, thinking about you the way they've been thinking about you, or the fact that they cannot get you off their mind, right? It's like that. Like, I can't get this person off my mind, you know, and then that's starting to make them feel some type of way. Like, what if she's doing this with this other person? Or what if she's doing that with that person? What if she got a new man? What if she's on a courtship with somebody else already? And I feel like all those, like, rampant thoughts are what are bringing this person to the conclusion that, look, imprisonment back at the bottom of the deck. That's what's bringing this person to the conclusion that they need to jump back into this situation and maybe court you differently, treat you differently. But again, I still don't feel like they're ready to put a ring on it or get, you know, move in together or get more serious. They may act that way, and they may even say that out of their mouth, but you may start to see this person slip back into their old ways, you know, as they get more comfortable with the fact that they didn't lose you, that they've been able to kind of reel you back in. They may start to slip back into old patterns because they're not actually ready. This is almost feeling like a little selfish. And I'm not saying that this person is like a monster. You see what I'm saying? With under imprisonment is thief. There's something about this person feeling like somebody is going to come in and steal you away. But I think that you guys are on a break, right? I think things have been paused. Stagnancy, nothing is moving. It's not getting better. It's not getting worse, right? But it's like, how could it get worse? You guys have gone on about your business. But I don't feel like there's any like stalking or anything like that. Like, I feel like it's just silence. It's quiet. You may feel like this person isn't really thinking about you like that. They definitely feel like you're not thinking about them at all. But it's just not what I feel. I feel like y'all are thinking about each other. You just have better control over it. That is nuts. Imprisonment. I'm over here trying to shuffle just to see what else is like going on at the bottom of the deck, and imprisonment is still here. Okay, like it's not going anywhere. With house, main male, main female. Sudden wealth. Sudden wealth. I'm telling y'all, claim that money. Something, a lot to do with in the house. This person thinks about you a lot when they're at home. So I don't know if they live on their own or it's like really quiet at home because there's nobody there but them. And so their mind really has time to race and wonder. But there's also like a little bit of wordplay, I feel like, with the house, the main male and main female, right? Because they're thinking about constantly of you and making it official, making you an offer. Should they do it? They don't know. That's what's going to bring them in. You know, they still don't know when they get to you, but you know, while they figure it out, at least they can have you close to them and whatever. But I also feel like there's some sort of like, it would almost feel like they were like locked up or something right, like something about like this is like a jail sentence to this person, like being together, man, woman, child, possibly even, you know, moving in together, making it official. Like that's also something that they constantly think about, but in a negative way, because it's something that they know they don't want, or it's something that they've never wanted before, but they're thinking about and even considering possibly doing it now because of how bad they want you in their life and in their energy and stuff like that. So I don't know, you know, is this cute or is this crazy? Like, what is it? What are we feeling? What do we want to do with this situation? I'm not sure yet. Because the energy is nuts. Because this person, I'm not sure if they want you for the right reasons. Let's get a couple out of this deck over here, because I'm feeling like there's a message in here for us. You have hustling, making it rain, focused on money, getting it. Okay, so yeah, some of y'all are working hard as hell and not hardly working. Others of you is this person, they could be working really, really hard to try to distract them from thinking about you as much as they've been thinking about you, but it's not working. But I do feel like they're getting their money up, so they could come in when they come for this courtship. They may buy you something, give you something, offer you some money, send you some money, you know, take you somewhere extravagant, or you guys go do something really extravagant or whatever, right? And I feel like it's because this person is really going to have their money up when they see you next, and this could even be a couple months down the road. But yeah, it's something to do with how hard they're working to try to get you off their mind. Getting a room. Ooh. You see, I'm telling y'all, getting a room, hotel, motel, suite, business, and pleasure. There's something, this person want to take you somewhere. They may come in and try to take you out on a trip, right? I don't know if that's something you ever did with them before, if it's something you typically did. If it is, then they're just coming in with, they're going to move how they move. But if it's not, this person is going to, you know, let you know like, hey, I want to take you here, or I want us to go do this. And I feel like it's going to be a really, really nice room. Look, oh, an offer, y'all. I'm telling you. I am telling you. If you've never been flown out before, this is your time, okay? This is your time to be flown out. I swear to God it is. Because this person, you know, they coming. They coming with an offer. And it's a serious offer. We have reflecting. Oh, this one bent. It bent on the way out. Okay, reflecting. So yeah, they're even thinking about this, or I feel like maybe you're going to be the one thinking about it when they offer. Let's see. Dust it off. Why is so many cards falling out? Damn. Too busy winning, stalker, ego, bad karma. What? Y'all, and then this could be this person, but I don't feel like it is. I don't feel like this person feels like they need to stalk you. I feel like they're literally with dusted off. Like if they have not taken you, like say this person started off taking you on trips and you guys used to go on trips often, and then over the years things have dwindled down. They haven't really taken you on a bunch of trips. You know, it could have started feeling like, damn, you know, what happened? Like, what happened to all the extravagance and all the luxury, right? Which, what? Like, girl, if shit start changing like that, get out of there immediately. Because the person probably don't really got it like that, and they're just faking, fronting, and pretending, right? And it's not all about money or anything, but it's like if you feel like you need to lie and fake, front, and pretend about what type of income you have, what else are you fucking lying and pretending about? That's weird behavior. So, but regardless, it could have went down like that. And then of course in the end you wanted more, not just the trips, not just the hotels, not just the flights and all that type of stuff, but you may have actually wanted a title, really wanted a relationship, really wanted to grow with this person, and it didn't go down the way you were expecting. So with Dust It Off, to me, it's kind of giving that this person is about to take it back to basics. They're going to get back into all the shit, taking you back out on those trips and yeah. But just be careful, right? Because this is how karmic cycles start. This is how patterns are created, because if that gets your attention and he's able or she's able, whomever is able to reel you back in with this type of behavior, then you're teaching them, right? They're learning that when you get pissed off, they can buy you shit. They can fly you somewhere and not have to actually change their behavior. They can just spoil you and that'll be good enough. Which, if that's how you rocking, that's how you rocking. I ain't judging. But if that's not really what you want, then be careful accepting this offer, because you're basically giving them the green light to never give you anything more than some trips, right? And some money, So, yeah, we have unbothered, creativity. Yeah, so steals your ideas. I don't know. Somebody might be trying to. Oh, yeah. Look, I completely forgot about the crusty Mino lady energy that had came out. So with unbothered and creativity, we steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. So the person, whoever this older woman is that's on y'all jock, you're very unbothered. You don't let shit get to you. You don't really let things get under your skin. You don't allow other people's nonsense and bullshit and behaviors. You don't allow that to control you and who you are as a person. You're yourself, right? And so I feel like the fact that this person is trying to get you in trouble at work, or come between you and your parents, or you and your mother, or, trying to, whatever they're doing, it's not affecting you. It's not disturbing your peace. It's not bothering you. Even if it's irritating and you're like, ugh, it's not enough for you to be coming all out your skin or cussing them out or calling them out. And it's like they know that they're doing it, and you're still like, good morning, at work, if it's a work situation, or you're still showing up to the lunches, the brunches with mom and friends, or, you still show up and show out every day, whatever, whoever it is, you're not giving them the reaction that they're looking for. And then on top of that, this person, on top of them wanting to shut you down, they low-key want to be like you. So whatever ideas you may present at work, be careful presenting it to this person if this feels like a work situation or a friend group situation, or if this is a family member, whoever this may resonate with, be careful sharing your ideas. Share shit that doesn't really matter, or not anything that you're trying to manifest, because they're going to stop the flow of it. They're going to actively try to talk you out of it, or talk down about it to other people, or which is evil eye. Just be careful, right? Keep your business to yourself, because whoever this is, they're not your fucking friend. And that's on period. Okay. Okay, so yeah, see, we have romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover. So I'm just, be careful, friends. Be careful getting back into this situation. This person likes you. They like the way you look. They like the way you walk, the way you talk. They want all of it. They like the wop. They like how juicy it is. They like how you work it, how you twerk it, how you roll them hips. Okay, but this just does not give me the energy of somebody that is ready for anything more than all that shit, right? And so again, if you okay just with the trips and the money and the bag and the bags, then get back in there, because here they come. Obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, and karmic. So this person is giving karmic energy, and gosh, dare I say that, like, somebody is entering into their first, like, you're in the very beginning stages of a karmic cycle. And you could save yourself. You could tell this person to kiss your ass and get on out your face. Get on for they get spit on. when they come back around with this offer, or when they hit you up and they're like, I'm flying here. And it could be a big trip, right? Big, like the guy I'm dealing with. Okay, man, like, you got a passport? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, cool, because we going to Japan. I'm like, okay, cool, we going to Japan. So it could be some shit like that, right? Because that literally randomly just popped up in my head. So this person could come in offering you something wild, where you're just like, oh my gosh, I just can't say no. All right, you can't say no. You entering, you getting right in there. And who knows how long it's going to go on, right? Once you go ahead and accept whatever again, because of this person's energy, they're toxic, right? Which is why they're coming to get you, even though they know what you want, and they know that they're not ready to give you what you want, without a shadow of a doubt, right? There's no question in their mind that they know they are not ready to give you what you're asking for, or what you asked for in the past. But they're still going to come in with this courtship, this offer, and act as if they're ready, just so they can keep you around, which is what they want. So they're doing what they're doing for their own reasons, right? To do, you know what I mean, get what they want out of the deal or whatever. So of course that makes them karmic. That makes them toxic, right? That also makes them dangerous, because they have no problems playing with people's feelings and emotions. And that's a dangerous game. I mean, we've all seen Snapped, right? Like, we've all seen all the shows. So you never know what you doing this type of behavior. You never know what you're going to get out of the deal. You could get somebody who's completely crazy. You could get somebody that's trying to unalive your ass. You could get somebody that ends up stalking you in return. You could get somebody that ends up trying to ruin your life and get you fired and all this shit, just because you wanted to play in their face. You thought you were cute and funny and didn't know that they were insane, right? So this person is dangerous, because I'm sure they've had very negative experiences moving the way that they move, but they continue to move that way anyway. Chasing people down for their own selfish reasons and things like that, right? Unhealthy, low vibrational. And it has a lot to do with this person's possessiveness. If they like you, if they like the sex, really, but it's a package thing. They like the sex, they like the way you look, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. You always smell good, you always look good, hair is always in place, nails are always done, right? So you have a certain look, you have a certain aesthetic that this person really likes. And it could be something that they find hard to find. You know, they can find someone who has bits and pieces of it, but you may be a complete package for this person. And so, anytime they come across someone who's a complete package to them, I feel like they get this obsessiveness over the person. They get this possessiveness, you're mine. They could even say shit like, this is mine, when y'all are smashing. Look. At the bottom of the deck, karmic friends, can't fully trust them, tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all got somebody in y'all circle or in y'all friends group or at your job that you think is your friend, but secretly this person hates your guts. But yeah, this person's mad possessive, okay? They telling you it's theirs, you know, they going crazy in it. Their eyes rolling out on the back of their head. They talking to themselves. They love that box, okay? Love, not like. And they're coming back for it. And they get like this anytime that it's somebody who meets the certain aesthetic and looks a certain way and carries themselves and smells good and this and that. Whenever they get one like this, they get crazy. Until somebody else come along who's equally as bad or whatever, and they feel like, okay, fine, I can detach over here and I'm gonna just latch on over here. So you the thing now. You the thing that they're latched on to. We do have stalker, ego, bad karma, you know, and I feel like something about you being able to just walk away and let this situation go. I feel like it's also something that this person isn't used to, because they have this obsessive, possessive, toxic, unhealthy energy. They probably typically attract people who match that energy and that frequency, who are just as obsessive and just as possessive and just as karmic and low vibrational and toxic. and you just may not quite fit that energy level, right? You fit their aesthetic, but you're not on the same frequency as them, and I feel like, yeah, because you're like, oh, well, maybe you felt like this just wasn't the right situation, sure, for the reasons that we named, but also just on a vibration, right? On an energy level, this just wasn't for you. And so, yeah, this person could be like watching you from a distance, or driving past your house, or driving past where they know you like to hang out or work out at, or, if you go walking or running or hiking, they may be over in that area. They may know I stopped by this store after work. They know this. They may be over by that area, right? Like, this person could just be places where they know you're going to be at, or where they could possibly see you or bump into you. Yeah, so I feel like they feel like they're having a bit of bad luck or something like that, because maybe they weren't expecting to miss you the way that they're missing you. I don't know. But yeah, they're definitely obsessing, definitely stalking, and they're coming in. So I don't know, you guys. I kind of feel like they're doing this stalking and everything like that before they actually come towards you with this offer, which is a little creepy, isn't it? It's a little creepy. It's like, wait, look, 5 of Pentacles. They outside, horny, all right? Thing leaking. So they feel like they can't, like their sexual needs are not being met. This person could be a Leo or have Leo in their chart, or you could be a Leo and have Leo in your chart. But more importantly, the Leo energy is here because it's taking a lot of strength, a lot of willpower for this person to not come and knock your door down and take it, like, cause that's how they're feeling. This person is literally feeling like a caveman, right? Like, they're feeling wild and like savage over that thing because they want it so bad. Like, they really want to get in that box. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. And so they're like hyper focused on you. Their sexual energy is extremely like, they're like craving you almost, right? It's like an addiction. Like, this person needs a fix. It's kind of how it feels to me. They need a fix of what you are offering, what you do, how you do it, okay? Like, they could go get some from somebody else. They more than likely are getting some from somebody else, but they're not doing it how you do it, right? Like, they're not scratching this person's itch. They're still itching, okay? They're still revving. So yeah, with the Tower coming out, oh my gosh, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Here you are, single in your Empress energy, literally minding your business because you're like, whatever, it is what it is, right? Like, shit happens, motherfuckers come and they go, right? It is what it is. But this one's not trying to go. They don't want to go anywhere. And with the 8 of Wands, you're going to get some sort of unexpected communication out of nowhere. This could even be like rapid communication. Like, if you respond to this person, they're immediately responding back. Won't be no 5 minutes. Won't be no 10 seconds. They already done typed out their next message. After they typed out the first message, they have an idea of what you're going to respond to, and they already responded to that, right? Like, you're going to hit send, and they message going to come through at the exact same time. Like, how did they do that? Because they are so ready to freaking explode. Like, with the Tower, I feel like this person feels like, I don't know if it's that they feel like their life is falling down all around them or crumbling or something like that, right? There could even, I don't know, something about their foundation is crumbling, like, but this is a lot to do with this person's sexual energy. So they could be hypersexual or hyper focused on sex, or like having good sex could really be like a release for this person. Like, if they're not getting their sexual needs met, this person could be like angry or hostile or irritable, easily irritable. Right? Already irritable, but also like, just irritated by just the thought of a motherfucker talking to them. And it's just because I think that what's on their mind is sex until they get it. And they may want to do it a lot, or have to do it a lot, or need to do it a lot, or when they know, like, okay, at least I know I'm gonna see the collective on Wednesday, like, that's good for them. But there is no collective, there is no Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Fridays, none of them, right? So yeah, shit could be kind of going a little weird in this person's life right now, a little explosive, but it's like all attached to them losing you, watching you, because the Five of Pentacles is literally, you know, leaving somebody out in the cold, and then that person goes on about their business, and you keep checking outside. Yep, they still there. Yep, they still there. Yep, they still there. And then you go to check at one point, and the person then walked off and went on and found somewhere, you know, where they're a little more inviting. Come on in. And you're like, wait a minute. Now you outside with your coat on, walking all around the building and shit, trying to find what you thought you left out there. You know, I thought that straight needed me. I've been throwing scraps out of the door for the last 3 months, you know, right? Or however long. No, somebody came along and was like, do you want to just come in over here? And we'll get you a bed and a bowl and some water, right? So, yeah, that's kind of what that's like the Five of Pentacles energy. So, yeah, they are out, right? But they're out because they thought that they were breadcrumbing you or stringing you along or leaving you out. And then, you know, you hit a fast one on their ass. Laughing with their head spinning like, wait a minute. What the fuck's going on? Where did the collective go? So yeah, now they all revved up, all supercharged. Nine of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. Luck is on your side. Karma's on your side. I feel like you have favor and definitely fortune coming in, okay? And the Nine of Pentacles is an independent woman or man. This is somebody who can take care of themselves. This is somebody who got it. This is somebody who don't gotta beg for it, ask for it, okay? If you're applying for a job, you're gonna get it. If you're applying for a promotion, you're gonna get it. If you're asking for a raise, you're gonna get it, right? This is good juju, good karma. But this is also good finances, right? Pentacles are money. And she does have her hand resting on a coin because, you know, the Empress is a spiritual being, right? A divine being. It's like, but this is also somebody who has an empire, right? This is also somebody who does what they need to do when they need to do it. Well, I don't know if I want to take this. The way that fell out there was ugly. But I guess we can. It's the Knight of Swords, right? This is literally the energy of somebody rushing in, which it's tracking with the Eight of Wands. So yes, it's a lot of strength. It's a lot of energy for this person to stay back or hold themselves back, or, you know, if they're acting like, oh, they don't give a fuck, they're not bothered, they're lying, and they're literally it's using all of their might to keep this facade up that they don't give a shit that you truly have gone on about your damn business. So again, I feel like it's going to be a shock to your system when this person comes rushing in, because where did you come from? Who are you? Why are you here? I thought we said it's going to kind of be like that type of energy. You know, like I thought we were mutually okay with this, you know, with us going there, like, right? But no, they just said, okay, yeah, that's what I want to. Yeah, I should have called you and opened up and told you, Yeah, but now that they live in it, they're like, what have I done? What have I done to my baby? Not a goddamn thing. Look at you. They ain't did shit to you. You in the sun. You happy. Seven of Cups. Not only are you happy, you got options, right? And I feel like you have options. You keep options. And you may even know that this person is not gone. They haven't gone anywhere, right? It's not to say this is the beginning of a karmic cycle, but y'all could already be in this cycle, right? This could be like the third time you didn't have to send this person on about their way. But the first couple of times may have been like a little bit more lax, right? The boundary wasn't really there. It was just like, you know, maybe we need to take a little bit of a step back, you know, and they're like, okay. And then 2 days later, they're like, can I come see you? And you're like, okay. Right? But this time it's like, no, don't fuck, right? We did this, we did that. We done tried this, we done tried that. We talked about this, we didn't talked about, don't do it, right? You didn't really put a fence up now. You didn't really put a boundary around yourself. you're really like, you know, I need some me time. I need some me time. It's okay. You know, maybe I see you next year, maybe I see you 2 years from now, or maybe we won't ever see each other again. It's really not that big of a deal, right? Because you've healed from things, right? You've realized things. You understand things differently than how you used to possibly in the past. And, you know, you may have even done some healing on your inner child and your younger self and your old past traumas, right? And so, yeah, you're sitting in a very positive space, a very positive energy, very opposite of how this person is feeling about the situation and also about their life versus how you feel about your life. You know, I don't even think I said, but yeah, with them stalking you and all in their ego and bad karma following them and whatnot, we have too busy winning. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely you and your energy, where you are too busy winning to sit up and worry about the loss of anyone or anything at this point in your life, right? You're seeing things as lessons, you're understanding things different, and you're like, hey, if it was meant for us to be, we'd be. If it was meant for you to continue to be in my life, you would be. If it was meant for me to be in your life, I would be, right? Blah, 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 right? So as you grow, that's the kind of shit you have to understand. Cry about it for what? Harp on it forever and ever and ever for what exactly? Like, it's not getting me nowhere. It's not going to change anything. It just is what it is. And boom, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you, y'all better claim that bag, baby. Claim that bag. I'm telling y'all, a new beginning with this happiness and this innocence. There's also this energy of, yes, options, but also that's the energy of like imagination, manifestation, right? If you can imagine it, it can become a reality, right? If you have that type of mind. So there's something that either you're wanting to do or that you're imagining yourself doing, that you're visualizing and fantasizing, daydreaming about doing. It's time to start putting the work into that so that this new beginning can start and the finances and the wealth that comes along with the new beginning can flow in, right? Or y'all are getting ready to win some unexpected income, a great fortune. And it's going to start this new beginning for you where you have this ace amount of pentacles, right? Where you are sitting in this energy of being a true empress and actually having the empire behind you, right? As far as finances is concerned. You know, you still got to have the village, I feel like, you know, with the empire situation. But who knows? I don't know. So Three of Wands, they're literally waiting on their ships to come in. So this person, they were possibly waiting on you to come back around to them, but you haven't. Yeah, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like this person doesn't want to have to be the one to make the first move. Look at that. Not the Ace of Pentacles coming out again. On top of strength. Stay strong. Shit. Continue to believe in yourself. If it's something that is in your mind's eye, continue to believe that you can achieve it. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. Don't let nobody's negative opinion stop you from going in the direction you want to go in. If somebody's like, oh, people ain't gonna like that, or well, tell them to shut the fuck up and mind their business, right? Like, respectfully, do what you want to do, but don't be telling me what I can and can't achieve and accomplish. Don't tell me what the fuck I can and can't do, right? So, yeah, just, you know, stay strong-minded. You know, not hard-headed, but strong-minded, strong-willed, but not in a bad way, not in a negative way, right? Just in a way where you're not about to let nobody tell you what you can and cannot accomplish, because they literally cannot tell you that. Nobody can tell you except for you, because you're the one who got to do the work behind achieving whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. So put your foot in it. Okay, so yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, I don't know. Y'all, this person with the Page of Swords, they're watching you. We know this, the stalker energy already came out. So this person is definitely watching you from some sort of a distance. But I get that they can physically see you with their actual eyeballs, right? Like, I'm not getting that. They could be watching you. Distance is Eight of Wands also, right? This is rapid communication coming in, but it's also distance. So the communication is coming in from a distance, and the distance in that aspect would be that y'all just have not spoken to this person in a while, so you guys have actually grown a little distant. But with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords, it's giving watching from a distance. But I feel, and it could be social media, because if they in their house and you in your house, no matter how close y'all live together, you have no idea that they're sitting at home or at work staring at their phone, staring at you, right? So that could be watching. But no, man, I feel like say, if especially if you live off of like a busy road, or like you're in an apartment complex and say your apartment faces the highway, and this person knows you sit on your balcony a lot, they could be driving down that highway to see if they see you sitting on your balcony, or driving down that busy road to see if they see you outside. Or again, you know, they know you like to go walking around this certain place. They're doing something where they can physically lay eyes on you because that's what they want. Like, they don't want to just look at you through a screen. This person wants to actually see you. Some of you guys could be Scorpio energy, or Aries. I think some people take Tower energy as Aries also. But regardless, with the Four of Swords, yes, I do feel like this person is going through it, and they are possibly being a little like moody, or a little lashing out, or a little, you know, just a little toxic. You know, they might be mistreating people a little bit or whatever in their day-to-day life because they lost you, or they had to take a step back, or you wanted to take a step back. But yeah, I'm getting that energy, but I'm also getting the energy of healing, Zen, right? Like, and I feel like that's your energy. Maybe you've gone through towers in the past, and this situation did not like grow into anything where you would have to like be going through a whole ass death, rebirth, tower type situation because it's over. But that could have a lot to do with just where you are in your healing journey, and the fact that things that you've come to understand and know about yourself at this time. So yeah, you could have handled this situation much differently than you would have in the past. You could be proud of yourself. And some of y'all haven't even noticed, like, oh yeah, you know, I did just walk away. You know, when maybe in the past it was hard for you to walk away. You know, you really used to get your heart involved, or even if you didn't intend to, just really end up kind of with your feelings hurt. But no, I feel like you were able to breathe through this, be logical, you know, be a little more strategic. Because a lot of times, just use emotional intelligence to where you're like, okay, you know, this is what it was, this is that, and that's okay. Moving on. Thank you, next, right? So, yeah, I love that for you. It's cute. Now, we have the Knight of Swords again. Knight of Swords. So, I mean, when they come running, child, okay, they gonna be running full speed. They gonna be running so fast, they gonna be about to bust you in your head and knock you out, okay? Like, they gonna be coming in like a wrecking ball, like a cannonball. They really, really want to see you or speak to you, or like, you know, taste it, death. Coming in for a rebirth. Scorpio energy. Again. Strength at the bottom of the damn deck. Again. Leo, Scorpio energy. Heavy in this bit. Okay, heavy. We also have some Taurus and some Aries, Sagittarius. Capricorn, Virgo. All right. Yeah. All right, I'm finna get out of here because this is really saying what it's saying. Okay. We have Strength, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Seven of Swords. It's wild. This energy is so wild because this person is like fighting it. They're like, no, I don't love her. Like, no, I don't want to be with her. I just want the box. I just want the cat back. You know, I just need the wop around my face, you know, and all this other kind of shit. I just want to eat the crust out of her panties, but I don't love her. Like, but they're lying to themselves, like with the Strength. They're like, they fell in love, or they want you guys, they want you to love them as much as they love you, or they know you love them and they know they love you, But, you know, the love that they know that you have could be a projection, and it could literally be just what they want because of the feelings that they have developed for you. They're keeping this a secret from you, but I also feel like they're keeping this a secret from any and everybody. Like, nobody knows that this person fell in love with you. Nobody knows that this person, like, low-key wants to hear you tell them that you love them. Because y'all may have never got to that point, crossed that line, may not have ever even been a thought for you. But, like, they secretly want you to tell them that. They secretly would love for you to fall in love with them because they've already developed those type of feelings for you. They want y'all to be the king and queen of cups. And with the strength, I'm telling you, they're holding back all their might to stay back from you and stay away from you. But they're also, like, holding back because they feel like if they keep coming around you and hanging on to you and kissing on you and rubbing on you and smashing with you and whatnot, you'll be able to figure it out. You'll be able to see through the mask or the veil or whatever and be able to figure out that they really have fallen in love with you. Which, of course, may make you fall in love with them. They may get what they want if they were, like, open and honest. But regardless, they don't want to keep... So that's a secret. So when they're coming in towards you all in their ego and coming in, you know, in this King of Wands sexually charged energy... underlying, right underneath that, lying underneath or beneath the surface or whatever in the situation is that this person is in love with you and they want you to be in love with them too. So yeah, what y'all gonna do with it? Because it sounds messy, it sounds crazy, but it's also interesting. I kind of like it. All right, so that's gonna be our reading. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it. Subscribe if you likes my vibe. My name is OmniBadu. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, your donations, all of your positive comments. And until next time, bye.